I might as well have got it so I'd licked a tree.
Hey, if I name my baby after Trudy, my old boss, would you be cool with that? Come by, my lord.
Combine harvester.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm
got a brand new combine.
Hey, Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch bunch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Leigh, tell them what we have on the menu today.
Something we have quite often, really. Chinese curry, chow mein, spare ribs, chicken, meant to be chicken balls. They look more like some sort of banana shape. I don't know. Well, actually,
it's like a big chicken nugget.
Yeah, not chicken balls so much. Chips, rice, boiled, egg fried rice on Aim's side. Couple of spare ribs. Not spare. Yeah, got spare ribs. They set
chicken wings.
They set some chicken wings for free. And after the day we've had trying to order this food, it better be bloody amazing. We spent like an hour trying to get through to our regular.
You won't get better than there.
You need to. The one we normally go to, our normal takeaway place of Chinese, like ridiculous to get through. It was on there for like an hour. When it became obvious we weren't going to get through, we said let's try somewhere else.
Yeah.
But welcome everyone. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below.
How's your day been?
Yeah, it's Saturday, guys. You all had a good weekend? Well, good Saturday so far. What's everyone's Saturdays entail during lockdown?
Coming down the pub with us.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm still recovering from last night's pub visit.
Some coke as well, guys.
Yeah. I was so ill today, guys. I don't even know why.
Don't ya?
No, I was drunk last night, but not to the point where I should have a hangover.
You never was.
I never get drunk on a Friday, guys, ever. I was really unwell. I don't know. I had a bath thinking that might shift it. Didn't work. Chip, rice, curry sandwich, guys.
I'll tell you what. Okay, the place that we go to, I don't think you'll ever get a curry like it from there. But we had a chicken chop suey as well. That is amazing.
What?
I just said.
Chicken chop suey. All right. Food's all right.
No.
I mean, I think when you get used to somewhere, you're always a bit nervous about trying somewhere different. It'd be like going from McDonald's and then going to like somewhere where it says just like McDonald's, but actually it's just
but in saying that, I prefer favourite chicken to KFC.
Yeah.
I prefer Four Seasons pizza to Domino's or Pizza Hut.
I prefer KFC burgers though to favourite chickens. We had a burger from KFC the other day. It was so good.
Well, no, I didn't like it.
No?
That spicy one. I want that too, actually.
We had a couple of nice burgers later. Like double Big Mac the second time round. Obviously the first one was a disaster that I had. The second one was really good.
What do you think of the curry?
Well, I've not tried the chicken yet, but the sauce is nice.
And that's the main thing, isn't it? Chicken's chicken, but...
Our normal Chinese place, as you all know, has like orange curry sauce. I thought it was a given. Apparently, after a few years of eating Chinese, it's not always that colour.
Like yellowy. This one. The one that we have, very orange. But we had one from...
Sweet and sour sauce there, guys.
My dad was here the other week. We had from that shop that's quite expensive. That used to be really nice, and the quality was disgraceful, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's your go-to takeaway? Is it Chinese? Is it Indian? I love Indian food, but it's so bloody expensive. And I don't think that. I'm sure that's not just us, or my opinion. I just think to get a good Indian, to feed a family of four, which is 4 of us in this house, you're looking at 50 quid, 60 quid.
It's not that for me that bothers me. It's the taste of it. It has to be really nice. And we have got one place round here That's nice.
Well, two. One near us.
The other one's better.
One further away from us. That we haven't had it from there in years. We went for an Indian there years ago. Me, Amy, and Tia did.
Oh my God.
She was quite young at the time, Tia was. And went for this Indian. It was so good. Then we ordered a takeaway from there. You know what we've not done? Oh.
What?
Sorry, guys. It's got a lock in the brightness. We did it, and then we restarted, if you remember. I had to turn the camera off. Yeah, we had this Indian. They're nice, aren't they? I'm not so fussed about the sauce. I think the sauce down there is better.
Yeah, their sauce is better.
And then about a week later, we said, "Oh, we really fancy an Indian takeaway." And the restaurant we'd been to delivered the food. We got it as a takeaway. It was such a letdown. It's like, what the hell? Why is it so good in the restaurant and so bad as a takeaway?
It was, but it was still nice. Trouble is, you just compared it, didn't you, to the in-house experience?
Yes, so. And your first time of anything is always better than the second time. You let your mind wander, but your first time and try.
I was going to say, I don't agree with that at all.
Actually, your first time, some things can be really crap. Anyways, I know it's Saturday, we're not going to go down that route. I had one of them awkward experiences there. You know when you want to walk down to your front door, whether you got a small garden, a big driveway, whatever, our driveway is quite long. And I was ready to walk down the driveway, and I could see a man come out of our next door neighbour's driveway with leaflets. I thought, oh Christ, he's going to our house. Or same with the postman. You know, you don't want to walk past the postman or the delivery man or whatever, because then you got to say, hello, you're right. I don't want to do that some days.
I told you he's like with talking.
So I saw him walking down our drive, and he was taking forever. And then I realised he'd seen our dogs through the window, and he was just watching the dogs. And then looking at Tia's buddy polar bear, which is still stood there after a month.
Yeah.
I was like, I had to wait at the end of the neighbour's driveway before I could walk down our own drive. I was there at least 45 seconds. That is a long time to stand outside your neighbour's house. They might start thinking I was checking them out or something.
I just walk up.
I could have done, but I thought if I walk up, then I got to say, how are you doing, mate? Or, hello. I didn't want to. I felt really rough. I was like, I've got a banging headache. I want to get in my house, have a coffee, and eat my Greggs. Because I had Greggs, it was gone cold. That's making me more agitated.
I love Coke.
I do.
Too.
The curry's actually quite tasty.
I thought that, to be fair.
Real good.
That's something we actually make.
Yeah.
Are you going to try chicken wings?
I will be in a minute. They've already gone cold anyway, so I'm not going to miss out on anything. But this takeaway, they said, 45 minutes. I rang up after about 55 minutes. Like, excuse me, how long's it going to be? Oh, he's on his way. About another 20 minutes later. Pulls up. I was like, thank God for that. But they cost themselves a tip. Because it took like an hour and 20 minutes. I ain't tipping someone if it took an hour and 20 minutes to get food to us.
You wouldn't have tipped him anyone.
I always tip people. I say, got a tip? They say, yeah.
Hurry up.
I say, next time you go out and it's raining, take an umbrella. There's your tip. No, I do. I tipped the taxi driver yesterday. Because it was your mum's money.
You are joking, though.
I gave him £1.20.
I thought it was like £19 and then she ended up spending 30.
No, it was £21. And I had £9 change. And the taxi come to £7.80. So I said, keep the extra £1.20. I told your mum this. You shouldn't say, oh, that's out of order. You said, well done, Leigh. Thank you. I'd have done the same. Your dad's the worst at tipping. He always gives big tips.
£7. Well, I went down the village. Down one road, well, two big long roads, but...
There was a story the other day. Well, I told you the other day about the woman complaining about a tip or whatever, or the man. The waitress who said, what's wrong with the food? But there was another story. This must have been... It's like a smoothie place in America somewhere where they make smoothies and stuff like that. And someone had gone in and it was their regular place. And they left their money. Like, I'd never do that. You see that in the films and programmes. In America usually. Where you just leave your money on top of the bill and walk out the bloody shop. I don't do that. I make sure the waiter, waitress, whoever picks up the money and takes it away. Because I ain't letting bloody Jim Bob on the next table reach over. Oh, I'll have a little bit of that, thank you. Put it in his back pocket.
Never done this.
What? Eating a rib?
No, with lemon on.
All right. So I read this story and this person went to this smoothie place. It was their go-to place to get a smoothie from. And when the waitress come over to pick up the bill, which had been paid, It was like, I mean, bear in mind, $75 for a smoothie. Or for a couple of smoothies.
Wait, what's that? Phone call.
Phone call, yeah. So it was like $75 for these smoothies for these people. And I thought it was rather expensive myself. But then on top of this...
Was it liquid gold?
Yeah, but on top of that, with the tip, they expect like 15%, which I think is a going thing in America, which I don't know what the hell that would be. Maybe a fiver. So, a few dollars. This person left like... I've got to get this right now, which I probably won't. I think it was like $2,000 tip. I was pretty sure it was $2,000 tip. And they're like, what the hell? And they took it back and said, excuse me, like they chased him out the shop, whatever. Excuse me, mister, you left $2,000 here. Was that for me or for your drug dealer? It's like, no, you've done well all the way through lockdown. This place has really helped me out and whatnot. I want you to go back and give it between you. I mean, I would never have done this. Go back, tell your friends, like the waiters, split it between a lot of you, and there you go. I would have gone back and told my mates I got $2,000 tip. I'm like, okay, mister, I will definitely tell everyone we got $2,000 tip. I'm like, back pocket. See you later, mister. And I'd have been like living it up.
I'm not like that at all.
No, I know you're not. We found some money once and I made me give it to the police. Give it to the police, Leigh. They'll do the right thing. Did they, hell? They just paid for their Christmas buddy party.
No, that's not true.
We were told by a copper they wouldn't have done that.
To be fair, we had a lot of information once, but we won't go into that.
No, but we was told by somebody who was at that time a police officer. Any money that's handed at the station, they keep it for like a week or two or whatever. If no one comes to claim it, then it just goes into like, I don't know, a big fund for a Christmas party, I guess.
And they didn't have one this year, Leigh.
All right. Well, shall I make up for it next year and get buddy Michael Bublé round or something?
Leigh's granddad had his COVID injection yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And the Queen had hers as well.
Yeah.
But not together. My granddad and the Queen didn't get theirs done together. Any rumours going around that me and the Queen are related are untrue and they have not been confirmed. But we do have a resemblance. Ooh, yes. We'll get my horse and cart out of the barn.
Out the barn?
Out the barn. I've got to be really careful because I've got a dodgy tooth at the minute. I'm really scared of biting something hard and hurting it.
I never put lemon on the rib. That was nice.
This whole meal's really nice.
I agree with you with the sweet and sour sauce, Sam.
Yeah, that's not as good as our normal one. Going back to smoothies though, I don't drink all that stuff, all that healthy options and crap like that. But I bought tea one the other day. It was like in Tesco reduced, and it was a hazelnut drink.
Oh my god! Chocolate, hazelnut, spring water, and something else.
There was salt in there, sea salt, spring water, rice, and hazelnut.
Oh god! I might as well have got it so I'd licked a tree.
I don't know who the hell actually pays for these things, like when the full price. Someone must do.
It was the brand Innocent. I like the green drink of that.
What's that one again?
It's like a detox drink with all the goodness in it and stuff. That actually is nice, but cheese and peas.
It was not nice. I bought two, give one to home, one to Tia. So yeah, they're reduced, give them a go. They didn't last long. They were like a sip each.
Horrible.
I'm all for eating better and drinking better. But give me a cold can of Diet Coke or a can of Carling any day of a smoothie made up of Brussels sprouts and old socks. I don't eat that, drink that crap.
No, it's nice. But that was too far. Disgusting.
So?
The answer is no. I won't be going here again.
You're not going here again? I really like it. What's wrong with it?
Was that what you were going to ask me?
And we've spent the last 10 minutes bigging up this place, saying how great it was. Now you're saying you won't go there again?
No, I haven't been through the elements.
Elements? What, like iron and
I don't like the curry.
Oh, I think that's curries. Have you not had any of the curry? Have you had any of it yet?
I had some. Not so keen on that.
Okay.
I like the chow mein and I love the chop suey, but I don't like the chips. I don't like the sauce.
I find pretty much Chinese chips are the same anyway.
You know what it is, guys? Because this is my ultimate favourite takeaway. And I've had it from the same place for, well, I'm 35. Probably the best part of 20 odd years. I love it from where I have it from. So everything to me is comparable.
But unless we get some more staff or some more phone lines, we're never going to eat there ever again. Because we was on for an hour ringing them up. And no one... the worst part was it started to ring on one of the attempts I made. And
You got the wrong number.
I didn't. We weren't just trying for an hour like, oh, let's ring up. And then 20 minutes later, will you turn that phone off, Aim? It's probably my granddad telling you he's got a visit with the Queen later on. You know, like, ring up now, then ring up in 20 minutes, ring up to now. I was ringing every couple of seconds, like, hang up, ring back. We must have tried like 80 times. I'm not even joking. I hate to see our phone bill next month.
Well, if he doesn't connect, we get free calls, Leigh.
Well, whatever, it'll still show like 70 calls to this number.
No, if it doesn't connect.
But it kept saying 6 seconds at the end of the call.
That was ringing time.
I don't know. Pain in the arse.
Leigh, come on.
I don't work for a phone company. How am I meant to know? Pardon me. Then we got... What was we even on about?
I don't know.
Chinese, and that's why I like this one. Basically. And we won't get into going to that one again because it took too long to get through.
We will be going to that one again. We'll just phone when I told him to ring at 4:30. No, we ain't set up yet. I said, Leigh, it's Saturday night.
Well, now it's 7:30.
I mean, I tell you, everybody goes to this one. I know someone personally who lives next door to this one and will only go to this other one.
They live next door to this one, but they won't eat at this one.
No, they will only eat it there, where we go.
Oh, they live next door to this one?
Yeah.
I
Well,
bet you.
literally a few doors down.
Yeah.
Because they love the other one. It's the orange curry, I tell you.
Remember when you was kids, just like phone bills and stuff? Did anyone else run up big phone bills when they were kids? Like, did you have any comprehension of what a phone bill was? I didn't. When I was a young lad, I was talking like in the early 90s or late...
We were kids, though.
Eh?
We weren't necessarily kids. We was old enough to know right from wrong.
We was in our late teens.
Not late. I was about 15, 16. Well, he was.
I was...
He was 17, 18. I genuinely was 15.
I was about 15.
No, you wasn't.
When I was talking to people like that, when I was a kid, I was talking to people around the country and whatnot.
15?
15, 16, whatever, yeah. And I was like, what's wrong with that? I had a girlfriend in Buddy Macclesfield at the time when I was 16.
18.
I was 16, how you on about?
She wasn't, you told me.
She was 16. I turned 17 like a month or two. We've been like 3 months apart.
Yeah, I thought you was old. I thought you was 18.
I was bloody 18. Christ's sake, I was at bloody college. I was 17. Anyway.
That's bad then. You knew the right from wrong of making up your mum's phone bill.
I've run up loads of phone bills before that. When I was in high school, I was running up phone bills. And the point was, though, I didn't really understand why my dad was getting so angry every month. One day a month, when this letter come through the door, his face would turn purple. I was like, what the hell's the problem with Dad? Got to the point where we had to hide the phone bill each month.
I've done it twice.
Crazy.
He used to go on MSN talking to everybody, built up this phone bill, and his dad ain't the one to blooming have a phone bill that big. Me was Quinton and a couple of my pals, and I was phoning, and I raised up 2 £700 phone bills.
Mine was like, if ours was under 100 quid, I was happy. And that was like when I should have been about a tenner. I thought, it's only £90 worth of calls, that's not a lot of money, is it? If T did it these days, I'd literally rip the phone out of the bloody wall. I say, no, we're not having a house on, we don't need it.
No, I bet you regret it now. Well, as in at the time, you know what I mean.
I regret being a bit of an arsehole, yeah, of course I do.
Leigh was naughty, wasn't you? You was naughty. And he got involved with some right nutters. Honestly. His ex-girlfriend...
I wouldn't have met you if I couldn't get involved with nutters.
His ex-girlfriend, I mean, there's only kids, mind. She came to the house all the way from that place. Did she cry in saying she'd run off?
Yeah. She was meant to... Because I was like, just left high school. She was in her last year of high school. And one day, I'm at home, on my day off from college, get a knock at the door, thinking nothing of it. Mum's at work. And it was this lass I was seeing. She's like, my dad said we can't see each other anymore, so I've come here.
I want to get married and everything, won't you?
Yeah.
And Leigh was like,
When I leave high school, like with a few months later, I'm going to and eventually we'll get married. Like, yeah, okay. I was agreeing with it all. Whatever, at the time, I thought nothing of it. Absolute drivel.
It's funny what we say.
When we're kids, you say all sorts of stupid crap. You do as adults when you're pissed, but it has a lot less repercussions usually.
I don't think so.
I've got a question for you about what would you do sort of situation. You've asked me a couple of that. So there's this. I was reading this the other day on the newspaper online. There's a woman. I don't think it was in England. I think it's in America. And she's got a fella and whatnot, and she was having a baby, and she had to work away. She was travelling for work and whatnot. And she was quite close with her boss. Not to put her having an affair or anything like that, but her boss is male. And she says he's like a mentor, and she's really close to him, she really likes him and stuff. And her husband couldn't be there when she went into labour because she was out of the country or in another part of America, I think it was. And the boss went with her to have the baby and whatnot. And I don't think he was in the room or anything like that. He just took her to the hospital. They'd agreed a full name for the baby, the husband and the wife. And then how does it work? 'Cause I've never been there when the baby's been born. Do they come round and say, what name do you want to give on the papers or whatever?
No, you don't have to choose it there and then either.
Well, she did anyway. And she, right there and then, from what I remember...
Some people do, but you
Sorry, guys, you know.
until you register the birth, if you don't know the name of the baby, you don't have to choose anything
Well,
there.
she did. Right there and then, she named the baby so-and-so, middle name, a boss's... Because it was the husband and his dad share the same name. So I had to pass the name down for the family.
Yeah, that's what I'd have done.
She didn't. She said, he's like a mentor to me. I'm going to name him after my boss. So it's like, first name, then middle name is her boss's name, and then the surname.
So it wasn't the dad and the granddad, then the boss.
No, they have like, I don't know, say they're going to call, maybe they're going to call the baby like Duncan. It was like Duncan, and then the boss's name was like Sheba or something. So Duncan Sheba, so-and-so. And it was meant to be like Duncan Richard, so-and-so.
After the granddad.
Yeah, and after the husband.
So they left out.
They left out the husband and the granddad and named after the
So it was the boss and then the last name.
Flipping heck, yes. That's what happened.
I wouldn't have minded if it had been the husband, the granddad, the boss, then the last name.
Hey, if I named my baby after Trudy, my old boss, would you be cool with that?
If it was the third name down and she helped you, yeah?
I don't believe you. I've got to be honest. I think that is waffle line. Especially because this bloke was already like a bit funny about her working away all the time and working with this bloke so closely. He wasn't like too fond of it. He was like, love.
That's sexist. That is actually...
How the hell's that sexist? They're quite close.
Because if it had been a female, what would have been the problem?
Well, because he knows his missus isn't into women, so it'd be okay.
Well, then that's just jealousy. That's just insecurity and jealousy.
But now he's going to, every time he looks at his baby or kid...
Do you know how many people name the baby after people who've delivered them or like a male doctor? No, do you know how many people that's true? They do name them after, like, the doctor who's... Yeah, so... Let's say I have a boss who's really helped me out with my anxiety, who's really been there for me. Who's really like a good looking bloke maybe, and like, oh Amy, we have to go and work away again on Thursday until Monday. Well, was she having an affair with him then? Well, she ain't going to come out and say that, is she, in the article? She just said, she put it on Reddit, she said, I've really effed up, I've been an arsehole, I just bleeped out the effing and said arsehole anyway, this is what I've done. And now her husband's really angry about it. And it's too late. He refuses to sort of change it back, I think. And that's it done. I don't think that's a big issue. Unless she is having an affair. Well. Then. Unless the baby's the boss's. That's what I was going to say. Because I don't think they're... I think they're like... She did say in her culture, like, the family's quite an important thing and quite close. I think, well, that's the same for all cultures, love. Yeah, most cultures are close, wherever you're from in the world. No, but some, like, for instance, like Italians, they're really family orientated, aren't they? That's right, I reckon. COVID was terrible there. Yeah, Italy was hit so bad at the beginning with COVID because
you had so many like generations of
kiss and
people.
everything, like, you know, on meeting.
You had so many generations of people living in the same house over in Italy.
Yeah.
So we'd be like, well, we do here. Really got 3 generations here.
Yeah, but not as much as them.
No, obviously
Like, they
not.
have, like, sometimes up to 10 people, I think.
I've only said 10 generations.
Also, what if it was genuine now? What if, like, she didn't do anything wrong? I think I would have discussed it with you, mind.
I think actually that bothers him. Is that he didn't get a say in the matter.
Yeah, that's wrong.
She just sort of did it there and then. And then said, oh, afterwards, you know what, Terry? I've named the baby after Jonathan. And he just weren't too impressed about it.
Yeah, that would have been a bit of a... a bit of a one.
I've decided the other day, I think it's quite important to share with you, Wayne, that when if me and you still together when I turn 50.
Mm-hmm. We're going on a cruise.
Apart from that, yeah.
I'm going on one before that.
I want to join a religion. I don't know what religion yet. I'm going to start looking into them. But I definitely want some religion in my life for the end. Because
No, not having this conversation.
Why?
You sound like a tool.
No, I'm being serious. I'm one of them people who don't need religion in my life now, but I know
That is not acceptable.
I'm scared stiff of getting to them pearly gates and they say, so, you know, what are you then? What religion?
No.
I'm unattached.
They don't
Have you
that.
been there yet, Aim? Have you been to the pearly gates and they ask you?
It's called purgatory.
Yeah, I'll be in hell anyway, that's for certain.
No, you won't, because I think there's only one thing that apparently they reject. They sort of, I think it's when you take your own life. I'm not sure.
Certain religions believe that. But there's one, I was telling her, I'm going to do a full video on it one of the days.
You're not serious, are you?
About what?
What you've just come out with.
Join a religion. Mm-hmm. Well, when I turn 50, I might actually feel like doing it anyway, just in general.
You can't just say that.
I once went to church.
No, be serious.
I'm being very serious, I think.
Leigh, you
What?
was dragged to the Christingles.
I used to go to church every Sunday, I'm.
But Sunday school, it was fun. You played with your pals.
No, I had to go to the actual church, I remember. We used to sit there and sing Kumbaya and all that sort of
No, you
stuff.
didn't. You didn't sing Kumbaya.
They do in church.
Yeah, they do actually. Don't
Kumbaya,
they? I was thinking of...
my lord,
I was thinking of
Kumbaya.
Combine Harvester.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm.
I've got a brand new Combine.
And the priest just jumping up and down doing all the actions.
I was thinking, Kumbaya, my lord. And then I thought, shit, I was thinking of, I've got a brand new Combine Harvester. No, what I'm trying to say is, you need to be honest with these people now. Because you've just made yourself look really bad.
Why?
Oh, just in case I get sent to hell, I'm just going to knock, give him a knock at 50. Say, all right, mate, can I come and join the club?
I'm not knocking people who are religious. I'm actually quite envious of people who can be that sort of strict in their life to be religious and to stick to it. I don't have that stickability to me. I'm very much unstickable. So I would literally, like, if I got a bit bored, I would definitely fall asleep. I used to fall asleep in the library all the time. So I'll probably do you a favour by not coming to your church or your religious place of worship because you know what I mean in the background.
So you ain't going to join a religion then?
Like that. No, because when you get to 50, it's understandable I'll be asleep because most people in the 50 fall asleep a lot in the day. Look at your mum.
True.
Your mum's in the 60s.
My mum is 71, Leigh.
She's always asleep. So it's like,
Because she has the heating on that high that she's always like, oh.
you just walk past the windows. Like, oh, Bren's asleep.
Like my mum in the summer, she's just in the sunlight. She's like, take the brolly down, will you? She's like, bite me.
Yeah,
Bite me now.
She loves the sun.
Can I just say?
Yeah. So what? So everyone.
No, but that is a very interesting topic to me. And
I'm going to look into all the different religions and just see which one appeals to me.
that's the bit that I don't quite understand. How you can just say, which one appeals to me?
Well, it's like anything, like when you need a new TV. You know, you don't just get like a 70-odd inch TV. You want to make sure it's got HD built in, maybe 3D, maybe some surround sound. What else can Argos offer me? What are you going to give me for free, mate? So when I join a religion, I want to find out what exactly they can offer. Like, at the end of my life, is it going to be fun? I don't want to be put on... I don't want to bemoan or demean any religion. So I don't want to make it a joke. I'm serious. I want to find out when I'm older about different religions over the next 15 years.
Well, if I was going to pick a religion, I'd pick Buddhism, 100%.
Is that one where everyone's really happy?
Like, the spiritual side of things, like, and Zen place, really,
The one I don't want to join is one of them, like, crazy cults. I can't be doing with that lot, where, like, you're expected to kill yourself. There was one who was a bloke who's called Joe something. I was reading about this the other day. I heard about it. He was in America back in the day, and this overnight, they packed up and they all moved to South America, New Guinea in South America. And
is it Papua New Guinea?
No, that's in Africa, Bob. There's still other places in South America, and they all moved there overnight. So they didn't tell any of the family or friends who were moving, and there was like 900 people or 1,000 people up to left through the night. And when they got there, they were meant to train every night in how to kill themselves. Take like suicide drills every night. Crazy stuff. And then these kids, he had 3 sons. One was adopted, and 2 was his natural sons. And he sent them away. He said, look, go away, come back another day, and I want you to go and do something with your life other than stick around here. So they left, and then they'd been gone a few weeks or something like that, and there was all sorts of trouble. I don't know all the ins and outs. There was a lot of trouble on this ranch place or wherever they was living. And through the night, 900 people just committed suicide. 900 people. But the worst part was this kid who, like, these were his friends, there was his parents, his natural parents, who'd give him up to this preacher bloke. His adopted parents within the group and people he was really close to. He had to go and identify all 900 people.
No, that was a mistake. Holy moly!
Yeah, identifying 900 bodies would be a mistake, eh? That'd be horrible.
Come on a bit.
I'm telling a very serious story, and then it's like, oh my god, it's so hot. Yeah. So if I do pick a religion, I've got to pick one where
Whoa.
you can be in the sun a lot. I'd like to have a tan when I'm older. So it's no good me being in church for 7 or 8 hours a day. That's not up my cup of street. Wolf.
Some of the things you come out with, honestly.
I wrote it down the other day to talk about I want to join a religion by the time I'm 50. I don't know what it'll be
But
yet.
the reasons for it are wrong.
I ain't going to sit here and say I'm not scared of dying, And if somebody could come on and say, look, Leigh, you're going to go up there, up the stairs to heaven, and when you get there, it's all going to be laden out. You're going to be like all the food you want. There's going to be McDonald's up there, all this stuff. And I'll say, okay, take me away. Take me right now. Let's go. I don't want to be like, okay, you're going to go in the ground, and that's it. You're going to be worm food, or you're going to sit on a bloody fireplace, and you're going to be, soot, collecting dust.
I want to go into one of them hydro tanks.
Well, if I go to heaven for you, I'll get one sent down.
I want to get liquefied, like cold water. I don't want to be burnt or...
No, you don't. Well,
no. But can I just say that,
I'd have put stuff for a sticker on the sofa.
Let me just say, it doesn't matter what anybody says. If you joined a religion at 50, the only way you're going to have proof of this is when you do die.
Yeah, but...
So, what do you think? Excuse me. I can cough.
That
Stop.
is ridiculous.
I can cough.
That's too loud,
What do you think? Stop it now. Do you realise the amount of people that don't believe in religion? Well, there's billions of them. Do you really honestly believe that all these billions of people are going to go to hell?
No, because I don't believe in religion now. And I'm quite happy at 35. When I get to 50, I might feel different. So I want to keep all my options open. I want to get to 50 like, right now I've got to read through all these pamphlets. I want to be like, right, I'm 50. Where's the phone? Let's ring up the nearest branch of MI5, whoever I want to join. Give him a bell. Hello, Charlie, I'm coming along. When's your first meeting?
This is not true. This is just actually not true, is it?
I will join a religion if I still feel like it.
You're lying.
I feel like it when I'm 50, I will join one.
I'm not saying anything because the last time I said something.
If by then I've changed my mind, then I won't join one. Maybe I'll change my mind by then.
Leigh, religious, that's absolutely Coolio and Glaziers. I pray. I don't know what to. I'm going to be honest. I have my own beliefs, non-beliefs, whatever. I'd love to believe in something, I really would. But you cannot stand religion.
That's not true.
See, you've told them all this.
Guys, if any of you are religious and you know a good religion that you think will suit me and my personality, please let me know in the comments. So, Leigh,
just drop me a card in. I'll give you their number.
So, Leigh, I think it'd be really good as one of these ones. There's this religion, that religion. Let me know. I'll have a look.
If you was American, you'd look like a Mormon.
I'm quite into the idea of Scientology, but then I heard the other day you got to pay like 50 grand.
Are you mad?
You got to pay like 50 grand just to sort of move on up. They call it. Oh, what the hell they call it now?
Nutters.com.
No, they call it something where you're basically moving on up and down and stuff like that, and it's cost 50 grand.
I'm just stepping in it. He's bullshitting because he slights Scientology more than I've ever known. I'm with Louis Theroux on this one. It ain't normal.
If it's good for Tom Cruise, it's good for Leigh.
You know what though, and I know this, and I don't care. You have just made this all up for a conversation you have.
I wrote in my book, I'm going to join a religion when I turn 50. I might change my mind. I've got 15 years to think about it. And so if I make it to 50, I might be dead at 35 and 400 days, whatever it is.
And what about me?
Well, you can join.
Do you want me to go to church with you?
It might not be a church chain. I could go and like do one of them ones where they just walk down the street, like just stand in the middle of the street, like Hallelujah, praise the Lord, and I could just do that a lot. Or I could. What else do they do?
So you'd be like the cowboy?
Yeah, I could be a cowboy.
So we have a guy who used to dress as a cowboy, who's now as a preacher who goes around the town. If you remember the guy when Leigh tried to stop a Rastafarian and a preacher guy having a fight in town, and then they turned on Leigh and started doing all these ninja moves.
I ain't even had a lie, that ain't. That's true.
But seriously.
We're about to run out of room, so.
How long we got left?
About 30 seconds.
You are joking.
No.
That's pathetic. You need to sort this out.
I will do, I'm not arguing about it now. I can record it on my phone if you want.
Well, we still have things to say.
So write down, that's what I do when I think of a good conversation.
I can't believe we've spent the last part of this meal with you just saying the things you've said and the offence of it. Oh, just give me a number to ring up.
But that's not offensive, Aim. If you want to talk to the Samaritans, you ring someone up. If you want to join a religion, if you want to order a takeaway, you ring them up. If you want to join a religion, you ring them up. And then you go down there and you see what it's all about. You say, look, give me what you got. Show me what it's all about. If I'm interested, I'll come back next week. If they say no, well, you're not welcome.
See, I would be scared to say all this because it's ungodly in my opinion.
But I'm not knocking religions. I'm saying I want to be a religion. The Munch Bunch religion. We should stop our own religion. I'll do. All right, Mo.
Oh, I'm great.
Let's go. So we're just finishing our Chinese, and the camera we use ran out of space.
I look so pale.
Oh, I look so great.
It's because you got that on the bright one rather than the warm one.
Oh, well, it's time to rock and roll anyways, Aim was just saying, guys.
No, I just want to finish a couple of things off. I don't think what you said's very...
Oops, sorry, I just burped.
I can't believe you just done that, Leigh. I coughed and I got slated, you burped and that's
I'll edit mine out.
No, I'm all for you if you want to be religious. I
want to be a religion, it'd be great, yeah. What could we do if we actually set up our own religion?
Nothing, Leigh, because we're not gods. We're not a god.
You don't have to be a god to have a religion, Aim.
I think you do.
Look at Tom Hanks. He's like a god, and he's not really a god, but people follow Tom Hanks.
No, I think you have to. But I think a religion entails a god of some sort.
Scientology, no, just a science religion.
I don't think Scientology is a religion. It's more just a group,
it's just sort of like
a belief.
It's just like a Beatles cover band, ain't it? Really?
No, but a religion, it's not a religion. I don't think
it is classed as a religion. There's only 2 religions that have been set up without a god. I heard this the other day: Scientology. And one other, I don't want to say it was Mormons, but there's another one in Scientology where they don't actually have it's been set up in like the last 100 years, as opposed to go back like thousands of years.
Well, I personally think if you want to do it and you believe in that sort of thing, that's fantastic. But I'll believe it when I see it with him.
I will as well. I'm not saying I'm 100% committed, because I don't really commit to. I said before, I'm unstickable. I don't really stick to things, but I do think it's a good option as we get older,
I believe in something, I just don't know what.
I mean, we could be living on planet Titan. I reckon there'll be some new bloody religions on there. The Elon Musk
Titan's
religion.
another moon. It isn't a planet.
I don't freaking know. I only found out the other day that there's a reason there's holes in the moon because all the bloody asteroids keep hitting it.
Well, how do you think Earth became? It was part of an
I don't know. I'm not very scientific.
There was something anyway. I know that. But can I just say?
Yeah.
Before we go.
Yeah, we do have to go.
Because.
It's like 8 o'clock.
No, that wasn't the reason I was saying it. I was saying that I just.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, well, do you think?
I don't believe me either. Don't worry about it, guys. She didn't offend me. I really don't believe I'll do it either. But I might do. We'll have to wait and see. If I decide to, then you lot will be the first to know about it.
No, that was what I was saying. I believe in something. I believe that there's something there. I think there's too many things that have happened which are unexplainable. But I don't necessarily. I don't follow the Christian belief. I was born a Christian. Like my mum and dad were christened Christians.
Yeah,
I haven't been christened.
You're a lucky bugger. I had to do it in primary school. I had no choice. That's the worst. You should never inflict it on your kids. You should always give them the option. Like in East is East, where they cut off the lad's bits. I was like, that's wrong. You shouldn't castrate a kid or whatever they do. You should give him a chance to make his own decisions when he gets older. Yeah,
but I think that's again a part of that religion.
I know, but that's when kids ain't given an option. I just think personally, you should give kids an option as they get older. Well, this is your option. I mean, okay, bring them up in that religion, but when it's like 14, 15, say, do you want to stick at it, or do you want to like go off and play football, or sit on street corners and get pissed?
Like I say, I haven't been christened. And I listen to a lot of near-death experiences. Makes me want to think about that sort of thing. But as it stands, I've had that much tragedy in my family. I find it very difficult to believe that there's somebody up in the sky controlling everything. Because then I question, well, what about children that are ill? And I understand. Horrible. I understand. Obviously, there's reasons behind everything. But as somebody who's not religious, I find that very, very difficult to accept.
No, I'm in agreement with you. I find hard to accept is that in Korea or Japan, one of them two, or it might be China, one of them 3 countries anyways, they've now, at McDonald's, doing Spam burgers topped with Oreo. I find that hard to believe. That is disgustingly bad for you.
I so badly want to go to Seoul. It is unreal.
I
cannot wait. I cannot wait to get to South Korea.
But if any of you from South Korea want to put us up for a few weeks, then we'll happily come over.
That is like one of my top 5 dream destinations.
Mine is the chocolate aisle at Asda. Love that
aisle.
Eh? The chocolate aisle at Asda. I miss chocolate biscuits. I had a chocolate biscuit in Munch, you know.
What's his name? Adam Summit, the food guy.
I don't know. There's a lot of Adams in the world. My arm's really aching here. Adamant.
Adam. He's like this. He used to do that food show that we used to watch. Man versus Food.
Oh, Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, him anyway. But he does now a biscuit review YouTube channel from England. Ooh. So he reviews like English biscuits.
I could do that.
And he voted 5 stars for chocolate digestive thing tea. He tried it milk. Yeah. Coffee.
Oh, we'll do it in milk. That's an American.
Yeah, but that's what he was saying, like.
But I like chocolate biscuits, chocolate digestive. I'm not a massive fan of
what a varied conversation now. We've gone from religion to chocolate biscuits. There you go. There's your religion.
Chocolate biscuit religion.
You can pray to the chocolate digestive company.
Why not? If it is, send me a pack for life and I will happily worship it.
Right, anyway, guys, thank you so much for this conversation. Remember to be kind, remember to be nice, comment, share, like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bells. I nearly said chicken ball.
Don't forget to turn on your chicken ball bell.
Yeah, I did. So you don't miss any future videos. Check out the community tab, check out our Instagram, check out our other channel. And
I think that's enough.
Check out our chicken ball.
Which isn't actually a ball, it's more of a...
It looks like a foot.
Yeah, camel's foot. Right, guys, thank you. Take it easy.